Welcome to the Savings tab. This is where you can see the amount of money you've saved as a result of using CAP Energy. Before we go into the details of this view, we should first cover some basics around why it's so hard to quantify savings in the first place. As you know, energy use at any given location can go up and down over time. It depends on lots of factors, like the opening hours or weather, for example. One week it might be 30 degrees outside, so you need to have the air conditioning on full blast. And the next week, temperatures could drop, meaning the air conditioning is no longer required. Because of this, you can't just compare one week's energy to the next week when it comes to energy use. In general, when you use more energy compared to the week prior, this is a bad thing, but it really depends on circumstances. So if we can't just compare one week to the next, how can we determine what is good and what is bad? Well, that's where an energy consumption model is useful. A model that takes into account many factors like temperature will be a much better way of understanding what the baseline level of consumption is. We can then use that baseline and compare any future consumption to it to see if we've improved or gotten worse. And that's how the Savings tab works. Essentially, we create a unique baseline model for every site. It uses data from before the installation of the CAP hardware to understand the baseline level of consumption, and then we compare this model to the data after installation. Let's have a look at how this is presented. First, you'll see two charts in the middle. The first chart shows the baseline model consumption as well as the actual consumption after installation. It shows the install period in yellow for reference. The second chart shows the cumulative energy savings. This compares the actual consumption to the modelled consumption and adds up the savings over time. Green is good. That means you've saved money. The total cost savings are presented at the top of the page, along with both kilowatt hours and carbon savings. You can also see some useful information about the model. On the left-hand side in the benchmark factors section, you can see the list of most important features that help create the model. If you see heating degree day, for example, this means that days under 14 degrees Celsius are important to monitor. You can see the exact threshold for the site in the model metrics area too. Now let's look at the model metrics in more detail. Here you will see information that helps you understand how accurate the model is. Some models will be very accurate and some won't be. Most of the time, this is related to the amount of data the model has. That's why you can see the percentage score for training data quality. You will also see a score. The higher this is, the better. If it's green, it means you can have lots of confidence in the results of the model. Finally, if you can see an IP MVP logo, then this model also meets the criteria of the IP MVP framework. This is too detailed to go into right now, but think of it as an additional stamp of approval from an independent party. Just note, there are a few things that need to be in place in order to see this view. We need enough historical energy data from before the installation. This is normally obtained from smart meter data or old energy bills. We also need enough training data, including weather and opening times, for example. If there's not enough data, a model can't be generated. So if this is the case, get in touch and we can help you obtain this. I hope this helps you understand the Savings tab and how it works. This is a complicated subject, so please do reach out to our team if you would like to hear more.